All right, everyone, welcome. It's Startup Grind Grand Rapids, and this is the first time that I'm doing a check-in with a previous guest from an earlier event that we had here locally. I'd like to introduce everyone to Erika. She was actually our last in-person guest in March before we all had Pandemic Planet. So, Erika, thanks for joining and giving us an update.
Thank you so much for having me, Corey. I loved that event. That event was so nice, and it's been a wild year. So it's really good to check in with you. We've touched base a few times, but it's nice to check in with the whole Startup Grind community.
Yeah, so the topic that we had in March, it was called Overcoming Adversity with Creativity and Grit. And then the next couple of days we all were under lockdown, and you answered a call not just to the community that you serve in Mexico, but you've been very busy here at home also. Maybe you could give people just a quick little recap of what AMA is and your role, and then we can move into what this crazy year's been like for you.
Yeah, so I think I definitely ate those words. And I will say, like, honestly, the challenges that have presented themselves have given us an opportunity to think differently. With adversity, of course, comes opportunity. And one of my favorite quotes is by Helen Keller that says, "All the world is full of suffering, but it is also full of overcoming." And one of the things that we did at the start of the pandemic was we decided that we could either do the impossible or we could do nothing. And so we decided to try to do the impossible. And with the help of you and so many others who got involved from the very beginning in feeding people and helping however we can. Hello, Princess. Oh my gosh, I wish I could give her this just to play with.
She wishes that also, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we were able to be that bridge between suffering and overcoming, allowing people to have access to food. So AMA, I'll back up a little bit and answer your preliminary question, which was, what is AMA? And AMA is a nonprofit, but we're more than that. We like to say we're a living organism that thinks, feels, and connects. And our purpose is to get people connected to opportunities, whether that's people like you, Corey, that's going to come volunteer with us, or people in the community that are maybe vulnerable and suffering, that we can connect them with a resource or a vehicle to help empower them to change their life and to better their circumstances. And so we want to work with community and alongside community and not like at community, if that makes sense. So right at the start of the pandemic, like I said, we were presented with this opportunity. We had hundreds of people that needed food, that needed resources. So we got strategic in a number of ways. One of the things that we did was we started doing food pantries. So we got distributors down in Zapopan that work with our partners there to buy foods in bulk, break them down, weigh them, all of those things. And then they go out and they distribute those to families because like they say, if you teach a man to fish, then they'll, eat for the rest of their life. Well, sometimes you have to just feed someone because you're in crisis mode. And that's kind of where we were. And this has been, even here and in Zapopan, feeding people, connecting with them with resources, and just being kind of love and light to them during this time has created this bond and these relationships that are just going to help us as we continue to introduce programs to different communities.
I've been tracking what you've been doing, and it is just a flurry and fury of activity to even watch, which is inspirational and then also very moving, just to see what you've been able to pull together, even here locally. Now I'm wondering, what are some of the needs that you still have right now? We're coming up against the holidays, and we're celebrating it here, we're celebrating it in Mexico, and they have kind of an extended holiday celebration. So there's even more opportunity to help out, right?
Yeah, and it's kind of cool because it works out well with their traditional calendar, how they celebrate and how we celebrate, because we traditionally give away gifts on Christmas Day, or Christmas Eve. And in Mexico, they have Dia de Reyes, which is their day of exchanging gifts, which is January 6th, which gives us a little bit of a buffer to continue to raise these toys. So we're getting toys right now for children there for the holidays and for children here for the holidays. So it'll give us a little bit of time between the two holidays to get the stuff there, get the stuff prepared here. It's going to be exciting. It's definitely challenging. What prompted it was the relationships that we've built with the community and seeing the needs and knowing that some of these kids have had the hardest year of their life. Some of the children in Mexico have never received a toy to begin with. So the hope and the joy and the just sheer love that that's going to bring into that situation is going to be pretty powerful, I think. And I don't think that anyone will ever forgive it or will ever forget that experience on either end. So that's why we've been working to raise awareness on this campaign. We still are continuing to provide for 100 families a month. We got some funding from Kent County, and we hit it really hard for 2 months, and we were feeding people meals and food baskets, working with Spectrum Health, working with Cosecha, working with other community advocates to provide to those individuals in the community who have social determinants and can't get out and, for one reason or another, can't get out and physically go pick up resources. So we've been delivering food and resources to them. But that funding is over. So we're looking at new opportunities, and we're going to be doing food baskets and toys for local families, and then continue to do the food and the toys for the families in Mexico as well.
So if, and because I'm going to be sharing this update with our chapter down there in Zapopan and the neighboring community, how can we get plugged in and help out both here in Michigan and in Zapopan?
Man, that would be amazing. Down there, they could give physical donations as far as like food. You know, if they could donate like rice or flour or sugar, or oil, like those are all things that we buy regularly. And we have gotten donations. We've gotten donations of fruit like bananas and oranges and different, things. So anything like that will help us to keep our pantries robust and just help us to save costs. That would be amazing. So awesome. And then here, we're looking for toys, really is what we're looking for here, both for local and for over there. So yeah, you can go to AMA Without Borders, AMAWithoutBorders.org, and you can get plugged in. You can see our wish list. You don't even have to leave your home. You can just go on Amazon wish list, you order something, and you literally send it to us. I've been getting things in the mail. This I got a few days ago, and I started to cry because there was a little boy once when I was there that I saw who had made a little car out of an oil can. It was a plastic oil can. He had made pop bottles for wheels and had a string, or his dad probably made it or something. But he was pulling, that was his toy. And when I opened this, it just gave me chills because I thought of what that's going to do to some children's brain to be able to actually, they've seen trucks like this, to be able to actually like dig in the dirt and like play with something and hands-on like that. So we have a whole list of toys of different things for different ages that people can order, or we have drop-off locations if people are local. It's all on the website. And then you can also give monetary donations, which will just help us to send this stuff to where it needs to go and help us to make sure that we make it happen.
And then if we do feel like leaving the house, because I know I'm going to see you on the 19th, what does that look like?
So on the 19th, we're going to have a major volunteer day. We're going to be putting together food baskets. We're giving away food baskets, and then we'll be doing with big bags, like Santa Claus bags of toys. We're not wrapping them because we want to leave it up to the parents. If they want to wrap them and them to give it to their child, we want them to empower them to do that so they can feel that love and exchange. And if they want to give us credit, they can, but they don't have to. But we're going to put them in big Santa Claus bags. The forms went out to all the families today to fill out. So we're going to have baskets of food, bags of toys. We need help sorting, packing, and delivering on that day. There's sign-up sheets, too, where you can go through and pick what time slot works for you.
Well, I know I'm going to see you there, and you challenged me already before we hit record to wear my elf outfit. So you'll
Yes.
see me in an elf, and I'll bring another elf, and maybe if I can, I'll bring a Santa. So.
Okay. Yep. I'm gonna wear my reindeer. Maybe I'll wear a red nose on my mask. Who knows?
Great, cool. Well, I appreciate you taking some time to get caught up and let us know what you've been doing this very, very busy season, and now we just have another season to get into. So,
Yeah.
and I'll make sure to forward this on to Martine down there in Guadalajara and Zapopan, and yeah. So let's stay in touch, okay?
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate the Startup Grind family so much. Thank you for your interest.